Reforms and consolidation of power. After returning to France, Napoleon focused on stabilizing the country. He introduced a new constitution that concentrated most power in his own hands. Improved the education system by founding schools and academies. Created the famous Napoleonic Code, a legal system that still influences many countries today. Strengthened the economy and gave land rights to peasants. These reforms gained him strong support from the French people. Napoleon becomes emperor, 1804. Between 1799 and 1804, Napoleon consolidated his power. In 1804, he declared himself Emperor of France. At his coronation, the Pope brought the crown, but instead of letting the Pope place it on his head, Napoleon took it and crowned himself, symbolizing that his power came from his own authority, not from the Church. Napoleon's victories and European dominance. Napoleon built one of the strongest armies in history and began campaigns across Europe. Defeated Austria, Prussia, and Russia in several battles. Won the legendary Battle of Austerlitz, 1805, considered his greatest victory. Controlled most of continental Europe, making him the most powerful ruler of his time. Mistakes and the beginning of decline. Despite his brilliance, Napoleon made fatal errors. Tried to weaken Britain with a trade blockade, continental system, which failed. Invaded Russia in 1812, but the freezing winter, hunger, and Russian tactics destroyed his army. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers died, and his empire began to collapse. Defeat and first exile. In 1814, European powers united against him and defeated Napoleon. He was forced to abdicate and was exiled to the island of Elba. But in 1815, he escaped, returned to France, and regained power. The people and the army welcomed him back. Battle of Waterloo and final downfall, 1815. Napoleon's comeback lasted only 100 days. In June 1815, he fought the Battle of Waterloo against British and Prussian forces, but suffered a decisive defeat. This time, he was sent far away to the remote island of St. Helena in the Atlantic Ocean, where he remained a prisoner. Death. Napoleon spent his last years on St. Helena and died there in 1821. Backhand index pointing right. Thus ended the journey of Napoleon Bonaparte, from a young soldier to the most powerful ruler in Europe, and finally to a lonely exile on a distant island.